Go. Juice, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh man, life is good, man. Life is lovely, man. We back at it again, man. We got all kind of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I didn't know if you went out there or what was going on. But what kind of crazy stuff you talking about? What's going on?
Well, we got Ja Morant, man. This guy, he's back at it again now. John, Ja, hey, go ahead, tell him what happened. Tell him what happened.
So Ja Morant basically is a player that's in the NBA that has a history with things in the past as far as gun things. You know, he done showed a gun a couple of times, and the NBA done disciplined him for that. My main thing is this. I don't mind the NBA discipline him for that. But the thing of it is this. If everybody in the NBA, after they hit threes, is doing the gun, you know, celebration or doing some type of celebration that emulates like a gun, then Ja Morant can't be the only person that gets disciplined for doing this gun celebration too. So they discipline him again and fined him $75,000, which I don't think should be go through. The union should fight it, even though he has a history. So Ja Morant now his new celebration is the grenade. You know, he hit a three and now he take the grenade and throw it in the crowd. That's worse than the gun.
Right. So Ja got warned, and he got warned, and so now he gets fined $75,000, like you said. And I'm thinking in my, no big deal the first time, Ja being Ja, young fella having fun, everybody, doing their thing, they celebration. LeBron, what they shoot, they point at the ground, and the Cavs do their spider thing, and everybody doing their thing, and they also shooting a gun. But to me, you got to be smarter, man. You got to be absolutely smarter than this for you to just continuously go against the grain. Now, what do you think about the Grizzlies? What do they think, man?
Yeah, I
What do
don't know if you use that word smarter in this scenario, because the thing I don't understand where you're coming from in this category, you're basing it off of his history. So I look at it almost like this. If I was going into a classroom and my history was I cussed a lot, so the principal and the teachers say, you can't cuss no more in class. And I say, okay, I can't cuss no more in class. Okay, I got that. But when I walk into the classroom, everybody is MFing people, saying kiss my ass. Oh, everybody in the classroom is cussing. But I can't cuss. Now, wait a minute. That don't make any sense. The whole NBA can do the gun celebration, but I can't. So when you say I gotta be smarter than that, then the smartness is this to me. Then either the NBA stop this or take me out of the NBA and start a new league. Because
well,
I'm not gonna be around somebody that's taunting me. Basically, they're taunting me. They was pointing the
well,
gun at me,
well
and I
I'm a
retaliated.
I'm gonna put up two instances and see if we kind of jar some of our viewers' memories on this. Uh, to that. The displayed gun on an Instagram live stream at a nightclub, March whatever, suspended 8 games by Adam Silver. With a grand shed.
Yeah, I'm not knocking what Ja Morant did in the past. Ja Morant brought this on himself. What
I'm
I
saying,
got,
but you got to. you got to put this in consideration because when, yeah, this is it's not it's ridiculous for him to be getting uh ridiculed for error, but when the league tell you can't do something and that's your job, and you already showed that you've been with a real gun, to me it don't make sense for you to continue to go against the grain. What are you trying to do? Lose your gig? I mean, I
No,
know.
this is what I'm saying to you, Reese, is this. The league warned him. The league said you can't do this anymore. But what the league didn't do, they didn't stop it from everybody else. You can't tell me I can't do something. It's almost like this. You know, they said, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you right now. I go drink some water at a water fountain, and some white people come up and say, well, you can't drink from that water fountain. That water fountain is only for white people. I said, that it's no longer like that. But y'all history tells you y'all couldn't drink from that fountain like 2 years ago. So why would you drink? I said, it's abolished. That's over with.
But
We all can drink from that water fountain now.
But you can't. I don't believe you can use that extreme for this.
Okay. Let me say it like this then. So Ja Morant sit down in the office with the NBAs, and they tell him, John, you got a history of gun. You done showed a gun in a nightclub. You was riding in the car with your friend. You showed a gun in the car with your friend. They saw it. People got pictures of this and that. We have an issue. We want to make you the face of the league, but you putting us in a dilemma where you're showing guns. The league is not gonna accept that. We're not gonna make you the face of the league if you keep acting like that. So we need for you to stop acting like that, and we need you to act more accordingly so we can make you the face of the league. Okay, Ja Morant sits there in front of the commissioner and everybody. He said, okay, I can do that, man. I'll stop. Then you take the man that you want to make the face of the league, send him back to the league, and everybody in the league is saying, hey, you can't do the gun shit, but we can do it. You can't do it, and they want to make you the face of the league, but you can't do it. Matter of fact, let me just shoot the gun at you right now, but you can't do it, Ja. You better not do that shit.
Well, he lost his privileges because he went against the rules.
So wait, you saying everybody else should have the privilege to do what they are saying is making the NBA look bad? So you saying the whole NBA still should be able to do the gun privileges because they didn't do anything to lose their privileges. But the reason they don't want Ja to do the gun is because they basically he's sending a different message because he really had a real gun at one time.
Right, he had a real gun at a couple of times, and he didn't. And the thing about it, he didn't break any laws, but you got league and rules at your job. Everybody has rules at their job that you have to abide by. That's not, you're not breaking no, you know, justice law or anything, but you have to abide by your job, and you got to have some discipline. What are you trying to do? Get yourself kicked out of the league? And then my thing is, who is around this kid? Like, your dad need to tell. This is not no Kaepernick type thing. Like, this is different. This is not like Kaepernick. This is not a racial thing. It's about, abiding by rules and being upstanding. You're the face of your organization, the Grizzlies. They may want to get rid of you now. They may want. Can you get rid of him? Honestly.
No, I wouldn't get rid of him. But this is the one thing I don't understand is this. You did make a great point there. Ja didn't do anything illegal. Even when he had the guns, he still didn't do anything illegal. And this is the point that I want to understand is this. What percentage of NBA players with security and their own personal guns, How many NBA players? No, I'm gonna say percentage. What percentage you think NBA players is around guns and could pull a gun out at any time or have a gun available to them at any time? I would say 100%.
But
The only
99% of them smart enough not to pull it out on a camera.
no, I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you. Give me 1 second. I want my nephew. My nephew is on the. Oh, he hung up. I was gonna say my nephew is on the phone, and I want to see what he feel about this. You know, the gun thing.
Oh man, I wish I could have put him on the
No, you still can hear him. He good.
Okay.
You still can hear him. My nephew is on the phone live on Going Strong podcast. Jay, I got a question to ask you. So Ja Morant got a history of guns, and so he do the gun thing, and everybody else in the NBA is allowed to do the gun thing. Do you think it's fair that Ja Morant get fined $75,000 and everybody else in the NBA still can do that, even though Ja Morant has a history and showed guns before? Do you think that's fair to him?
Absolutely. He needs to learn his fucking lesson and stop playing around. And they warned him. That's the thing. Now it doesn't become no more of what you did or what you didn't do. Now you are antagonizing me and you're trolling me. Because we warned you. Before we find you, we warned you. Hey, you can't do that. All right. Boom. The very next game you did it. You playing with us now.
So
damn, Juice.
Huh?
Juice, I thought this your nephew?
My nephew think he got his own
podcast. Hold
Huh?
up, though. Hey, I'm gonna imitate Juice. What? Juice. Now I thought your nephew was gonna help you out.
No. I knew he wasn't gonna help me out. My nephew keep it 100. Me and him go back and forth at different things. Hey, Reese, you got to understand this. I don't disagree with you or my nephew. Ja Morant put himself in this situation. What I disagree with is you can't put me in the same environment and I can't do the exact same thing that everybody else is doing. I totally disagree with that.
Who else is doing it?
Well, what's the name did it to him first. That's why he did it back. Dude from Golden State did the gun act to him. The dude that hit the threes. Ja Morant did it back to him.
Now, when was this? This was before the warning or after the warning?
No, this was before the warning. That's why they warned him. Because of that.
Okay, so why do it though? If they warned you and said, hey, we don't want...
Because the very next game, everybody else still was doing it.
We warned you. We don't care. Nigga, they didn't bring the guns in. You did.
Right.
He didn't bring a gun to no arena.
Well, however, I'm not saying bring the gun. You had an incident with guns 2 times.
No, you're 1,000% right about that. So this is what you're saying is this. So you agree to grenade, snap the grenade and throw it in the crowd? That's more cooler than the gun thing? So that's cool?
That's a subordinate. To me, that's a subordinate. That's a subordinate issue now. You got a subordinate issue.
Ja Morant is just doing shit now to get under their skin now.
Yep. So why do you think he really want to get under the NBA skin?
Because he feels you can't tell this. You can't tell me what the fuck.
Listen, but he got to understand the NBA is not his league.
Listen.
Wait a minute. Let me ask. Hold on, Reese. Let me ask. So the bottom line to this is this: what you and Reese is basically coming to the conclusion of this. Just put this motherfucker out the league, period. Just put him out.
Soon, if he keeps this shit up, hell
if he keep messing up. Listen, some people
see that, they don't want to see that shit for their league. They don't want to see a motherfucker, ignorant motherfucker, and let's keep it real, black dude do the ignorant shit that he's doing. They don't want to see that shit.
That's really what it's about.
That's what I told Juice last time. I said he gonna mess around and get himself put out the league. And then listen, y'all know we always got people around us that's hellified talented, can do everything that the big stars can do, but sometimes they just can't get right, man. They just can't stop smoking weed. They can't stop doing this. They can't stop doing that. But they got all the talent.
And here's the thing, though. Here's the biggest thing about this. When you look at the overall picture of it, we got a squeaky clean image guy out there in Boston that don't do nothing. That's media trained. He don't say the wrong thing. Why are we gonna deal with Ja Morant's ass? And we got, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that. We don't need no shit like that in our league, man.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't need that. And think about this. Are we missing anything without Ja Morant?
So tell me this. Why don't they just tell him, hey, the next time you do this, we just gonna suspend you for 1 year out of the league?
Man, I guarantee you they probably did tell that motherfucker that.
And what, he just don't care?
He keeps showing.
After the first incident with the gun, he turned around and did something else that was with a gun. And you don't mean to tell me after the first time he didn't learn and he did it again? The motherfucker don't care. It's clearly that he don't care. Not only did we warned you.
So what's the message that you need to like? This is what I need to understand from you and Reese. Just break it down to me. What's the message that you think you're gonna get to Ja Morant?
Nigga,
when they cut him another year?
What we tell you to do, nigga.
Say what now?
You gonna listen to, nigga, this is not your league. Nigga, this is our league, and you ain't coming in here doing what you want to do.
So that's the message, but he's still doing it. Even after they
like Reese just said, I said this when he did the second gun incident. He ain't gonna be in the league much longer. He ain't gonna be in the league much longer. Why?
You can't show up. You can't show up the league, man. It ain't. And Adam Silver is not the end of this. Right. Like somebody behind Adam Silver, he can look all nice. Somebody he got to answer to. And
you can't do that to the league, man. They ain't playing that shit.
Like there's a lot of good old boys in that, owners and stuff. They like, man, what you gonna do?
I guarantee you this. I mark my words because they did it in the NFL. Mark my words. At the end of the NBA season, they're gonna tell you can't do no gestures no more. You can't do the three. You can't point to the arm. You can't put your finger to your nose because they already took that from the NFL.
Now listen. If they do that, what y'all saying about Ja Morant, I 1000% agree with y'all. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that bothers me about this situation about Ja Morant. If they do that across the board and he do something ignorant, I'll be the first person to stand up and say, "Hey, put that nigga out the league. He need to go."
But it's already given that he's gonna do that. It's telling.
So if he do it, no. If he do it again, then he needs to be out the league. Right. He don't need another chance. He don't need to get suspended for 25 games. He needs to be out the league. Because this is the reason I say he needs to be out the league is this. One person caused this rule for everybody else. And then if this one person come back and break the rule again, oh no, you don't get no more chances. You're out the league. You're out the league.
And this what I put on the screen on criticism for making fingers shooting emotion in the beginning. I'm kind of used to it. I was pretty much a villain for 2 years now. Every little thing, if somebody can say something negative about me, it's going to be out there. So yeah, I don't care no more.
Right. You don't care, huh? Ja just don't give a fuck. And this is what's bad about that. Now he's trying to do and play the victim shit.
Right. He's trying to play the villain. Right.
Because we warned you. It's not like we just nigga, we told you, hey, don't do that shit again, or we go. And you did it right in 24 hours. You did it again.
Yeah.
You just don't want to do.
And who is his number? Who is his number one supporter that's supporting right after you do it?
His dad.
His dad. Right. His dad is there in every situation supporting him. And the thing of this, wait a minute, let's keep it a buck. Ja Morant is really from a good family. Mother, father,
That's what everybody doesn't understand too.
Siblings. I think he went to a private school.
What you doing all this street shit for? You don't need to do all of that.
Right.
This is a fight that, you know, this is not a battle that you want to fight. This is not about nothing. And you're trying to fight. You ruin your career over air gesture.
And it goes back to what you were saying earlier, and we talked about this yesterday. This goes back to what you said about I forgot who it was we talked about, and we said, damn, motherfuckers get their money, and they probably like, well, shit, I got my money, fuck it.
Right.
They content with what he got, 150?
Yeah, and the NBA, everything, money is guaranteed in the NBA. You can't take it.
Right. Man, fuck this. You ain't want to. I can't do shit in this motherfucking league. It's not that you can't do nothing. You can't do gun gestures and all this extra shit.
Right.
You could do anything else, but now you want to do guns. And then we said, hey, don't do that no more. And you turned around and did it. And so you slapping me in my face. That is a disrespectful thing when it comes to the corporate.
Yeah. No,
corporate is disrespectful.
This is one thing I totally 1000% agree with you and Reese about is this. The NBA, even though it's dominated by minorities, as far as the African American race, black people, the NBA is still a corporation that's trying to appeal to white America. And if white America don't like what the NBA is presenting out there, they're basically saying, we're going to stop it. And the thing of is this, the NBA is dying for next year to get here as quick as possible because their golden child is coming. The white savior is coming from Duke. They can't wait to put the white savior in there since Larry Bird. Their golden child is coming.
Who are you talking about? Flag?
Hell yeah, Reese. Don't try to sugarcoat this shit, Reese. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Their golden child is coming. I'm going to tell you this, Reese. Luka is not from America. Any game you go to in the United States, it's going to be the Cavaliers fans there and 20 more thousand people outside the arena, inside the arena, around the arena for Luka.
Victor ain't from here either.
Right. But Luka got a crowd that's incredible that when he goes from arena to arena. It's incredible. Anytime you appeal to the masses, and we know America is like 265 million people, but the minority, 15 million is us, Black America. 17 to 18 million is actually Latino America, which what my nephew is on the phone. And then you got other minorities that make up whatever. So loop us all together and give us 50 million. So 50 million of us is all together. It's still not 215 million. 215 million is still the people with the melon not in their skin. They need to get a tan in the summertime.
And so you saying, I understand that they going when a Flag come to the NBA, that's his last name, right?
Yeah, Cooper Flag, right?
Yeah, when he comes to the NBA, they gonna love him, but he can ball too, though. No.
Larry Bird can ball. I'm not knocking his talent,
right?
But the one thing of it is this: is you always hype what the masses is looking for. The masses is looking for like they say, the savior. He is the savior to the NBA. He might take.
I just hope, and my only thing is, and I do know Cooper Flag is good, and he's great, but I just hope he pans out.
Right. He gotta pan out.
He gotta pan out. I don't want to. I like his game. I think he could play in the pros, but the expectation versus what he could be is where I'm concerned.
Just think of this, Reese.
And it's going to mean something, too, where he goes.
Just think of this, Reese. And I know in 2003, he's the kid from Akron, Ohio. And he went to St. Vincent, St. Mary. But just think if LeBron was what they call him, LeBarbie now, because the Barbie came out yesterday. suppose LeBron was Lil White. Suppose LeBron was white and did what he did in the NBA.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you this. Not only will LeBron truly be the GOAT, the reason he would be the GOAT is because 215 million white people would be promoting him as the GOAT. That's the reason. You got the masses behind you promoting you.
Right. The math. Oh yeah,
Right.
the math is, it's all about the math, for
Right.
real.
It's actually right now.
Yeah, they're gonna push the shit out of that.
Right, they gonna push right. It's right now that by the naked eye, and all three of us on this call right now, as the eye test, we know what quarterback is actually the best quarterback to ever play in the NFL. But one quarterback is an all-American white guy, which, don't get me wrong, Tom Brady to me is incredible. But he's no Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is not 100% black either. He's half white. But Patrick Mahomes is clearly a better quarterback than Tom Brady. But Tom Brady got the rings. Tom Brady got the longevity. Tom Brady got the records. But the thing
he got more, like he got too many things right now, man. Mahomes got work to do.
But the thing that bothers me, let's take it to this era right now and look at the two quarterbacks that was up for MVP this year. Lamar Jackson did every category better than Josh Allen. Every category. And his team had more wins. But guess who got the MVP in the NFL? Do you think that was a coincidence? Or do you?
See, I don't look at it how you look at it, though. I don't look at it. I look at it as Josh Allen. You making it seem like it almost was a landslide that what's his name was better, Lamar. I think it was very, very close. I think you could have closed your eyes and picked A or B and would have been happy with either decision.
Wait a minute.
I think Josh Allen had an incredible year.
What category was it close in?
What, didn't he have like 50 touchdowns?
And Lamar had like 60? So what's
close? Lamar didn't have no damn 60.
Okay, wait a minute. That's the
He had 60.
Wait. Hold on. We got these things that we can look up things.
The thing about Lamar though, man, he don't step up in the big game, man.
He stepped up in that big game against Josh Allen. Dude dropped the touchdown. Okay, that wasn't on Lamar. That wasn't on Lamar. He dropped the touchdown. Come on, y'all.
He did.
Y'all always.
He had 37-31, 28 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. All right.
Okay.
So
Lamar. Okay, wait till you read these stats for Lamar.
41-72, 41-4.
Thank you. He blew him away.
Let me see rushing.
It's not close. Oh, I know you're not going to go to rushing. Oh, no, don't do that.
Let me go to rushing.
Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it. Please don't do that to yourself. Don't do it.
Rushing TDs. Oh damn! What did he have? It don't say what he had that.
But you know who rushed more yards, right? We don't even need to look that up, right?
What you mean? In fact, for a quarterback?
Yeah, we know who rushed more yards between those two, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, rushing.
Yeah, rushing yards, right? We know who rushed more. You don't even need to look that up. So all his throwing.
I'm trying to look it up. It ain't telling me though.
All his throwing categories was better than Josh Allen. Their record was.
Who had more TDs than Lamar Jackson? He was tied for second.
Oh, you know who had the best year at quarterback? Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah, Joey B.
Yeah, Joey probably led the league in every category.
We'll talk about Joe then.
But his record, I understand that. His record wasn't better than the Ravens. His record wasn't better than Buffalo. But the record that was better than Buffalo was the Ravens.
Yeah, I just think when you looked at it, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm be honest with you.
Oh, was the Ravens record better? Maybe the Ravens record wasn't better than Buffalo's.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Because they did go to Buffalo to play in the what's the name game?
The AFC Championship.
Yeah, they did. Unless their record was the same.
I think they were second. I think Buffalo was second.
I think Buffalo was second too.
They end up being second.
But their record couldn't have been no more than one game apart from each other.
It wasn't like a crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't no more than one game. Yeah, it might have been the same. It might have been the same. They might have had the same record. Yeah. But Lamar Jackson clearly had way better numbers than Josh Allen. But don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with what they do. I understand it.
Right.
But getting back to the Morant, because I know people probably coming in, probably looking at the thumbnail. To finish it off, y'all want to give y'all ending arguments on that?
My ending argument is this, and this is to you, Mr. Morant. I hope you're listening to me, buddy. You're gonna be out of the league. Okay? You're gonna be out of the league pretty soon if you don't get your shit together. And what I'm telling you is you have to cooperate with what's going on. And it ain't like they don't want to make you. You could be very well the face, but not with your antics and not with you trolling and not with you being insubordinate. It's not going to work for you, Ja. Ja, get it together. I'm giving you 3 years or you're out of here, buddy. That's my final take. Jay Rivera, one half of the Gurus, man. Check us out, man. Reese, nice. Thank you for having me.
Uncle, say that podcast one more time.
Say the podcast one more time.
The Gurus Podcast, man. Check us out. We on all platforms, everything. Find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify. You can find us everywhere. The Gurus Podcast.
Spell that.
GURUS Podcast.
Awesome. Man,
All
I love
right,
it, man.
man.
He had great.
Thank you for having me, y'all.
No problem.
Great
right.
content. Great content.
So this is how I take it, Reese. I look at it like Ja Morant 1,000% put himself in this situation. I cannot take up for Ja Morant in the situation that he put himself in. The lesson that Ja Morant needs to learn is this. You are a multimillionaire now. You are a fantastic basketball player. You have a lot of privileges that other black people, and I don't want to make this no racial thing, but I need to speak to him directly as far as other black people don't have these privileges. You are abusing your black privileges right now, even to the mass of certain black people. We need for you as a black person to represent yourself for our youth in a proper way. I want my grandsons and my granddaughters to buy Ja Morant jerseys and your shoes and your hat and anything else you put out, even though the NBA is going to get some money or whoever you go through, Nike, Adidas, whoever you go through. But the one thing I want to say to my grandkids and my and other people that might wear your stuff, I'm proud that y'all have that on. Ja Morant, make me a proud fan of yours. I always will support you because you're must-see TV right now.
Absolutely.
That's my take.
And my take is Ja is a great talent, man. He can ball out like pretty much no other, man. He got his own style. But you gotta understand when the rules is the rules, man. And that's why we all gotta follow rules. And there's not no other reason for it. I had to follow rules for work. you got to follow rules for work, and you're making all that money, man, and maybe you feel like you got your bag already, and your dad, but he needs to tell you, listen, a lot of kids are looking up to you, and I know a lot of people feel a certain type of way, but you gotta understand, man. A lot of kids are looking at him and they saying, you know what, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, but when you abuse your privileges, you have to stand different than anybody else. So appreciate y'all joining us on the stream. Juice, it was a great stream, man. I really like your nephew, man. He brung that heat.
Right. I told you, me and him be going at it too.
I
Hey, don't
see.
think your side is not a lot of people that don't agree with your side. Man, there's a lot of folks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. I feel you. But yeah, man. So we gonna sign out. But we got them Browns coming up next. Join us on the Hunter video with the Browns coming on in about 10 minutes. All right. Talk to you later.